You ever seen a grown man naked?
Couple times on the way to work. How's it going, folks? Welcome to the show on a Tuesday. Don't forget, tomorrow to catch me, Crowder. Be leaving here to go to the Texas area. Crowder show, I'll be on there Wednesday and Thursday. Come home Friday, and then on Saturday, I go on vacation for a week or so, 9 days or something. So don't forget that. And Joe List tomorrow. Had a good interview with him yesterday. I think you'll enjoy it. That's about it, I guess.
And a bitchin' kitchen for the 24th.
We did a bitchin' kitchen, which, it's a little ways away. But, it might be our best one. I know you're going to love the recipe, and it was just, it was funny. There's a lot of shit that popped up. Arsenic, and why are you putting raw chicken in there? I don't know. Anyhow, what the hell else? I don't know. I got this trick back, though. I don't know if I talked about it yesterday. It's been good. It triggered me once yesterday, but I don't know. Even flying to Texas, to Dallas today is going to be, I got a feeling when we land, me trying to get up, it's going to be, I'm going to ask some lady to get my bag. Hey, yo, bitch. That's right. You earned that freedom. Enjoy it. As I like to say when they bust my balls. Let me turn this fucking thing on. That'd be a good idea. Boy, Elon Musk, they're giving him a rash. It's a new thing now. We get Elon Musk syndrome or whatever. Isn't it great? Aren't they mature over there? It's in other words, no matter who works with Trump. And by the way, Musk is doing God's work. Doesn't matter. You work with Trump. You got nothing left. I thought the Civil War was going to come, I don't know, a couple of years ago with all the racial tension and shit. Now, you guys got nowhere to go. You're just stuff that benefits you as an American, you're fighting against because of the guy who's doing it for you. So where do you go from there? Now we might have to drop the gloves. Honest to God, fucking stupidest motherfuckers alive. Excuse my French, I know it's early in the show. Whatever, censor me, bleep, blah, blah, bling, blank, fuck, eat. I'm tired of life. People go, it goes by fast. You know what? I'm fucking... Let me tell you something. Anyways, hopefully there's a depressed Muslim flying the plane today. Let's start with X marks the spot. Tech billionaire Elon Musk said that social media platform X, the one he owns, is facing a massive cyber attack yesterday. He says, this was from yesterday, still is a massive cyber attack against X. Musk, who's heading the Trump administration's Department of Government Efficiency, known as DOGE. He said, we get attacked every day, but this one was done with a lot of resources. Either a large coordinated group and or a country is involved. When I heard that, right away that came to, because they don't stop. They do it round and round, 24 hours a day, 365 days, and supposedly we do it back, blah, 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 blah. X suffered periodic outages on Monday morning. Few additional details. I read where some woman had to go to the hospital because she got a migraine from not being able to post. I'm not fucking making it up. What a world, what a country. Few additional details were immediately available. The outages come as another Musk company, Tesla, is facing takedown protests at facilities across the country. Musk has alleged that the left-wing billionaire, I don't know why somebody hasn't given this guy a cocktail, if you know what I'm saying, George Soros.
You're a wormy cocksucker, you know that?
LinkedIn co-founder and billionaire Democrat mega donor Reid Hoffman, also seen here with a pelican neck, and others are bankrolling the demonstrations. Well, they always do. What's it say when you can't get people, you can't get Americans to go along with the shit. You have to pay them. You must really believe in the cause, I'm guessing, huh? I mean, you guys do, but not the people. In a later interview on Fox Business, Musk claimed the IP addresses behind the attack were tied back to the Ukraine area. Now, that's interesting. Like it's not already complicated enough. Trump's trying to get peace and whatnot. And who knows, though? Ukraine area, that could mean Russia. I mean, Ukraine's really in Russia, basically. We're not sure exactly, he says, what happened. So I called Musk. I said, let me take care of this. Very good, I said. I know how to do AOL and MySpace. He goes, go ahead, you greasy kid. Figure it out. Get back to me. And then he said to me, what have you done the last 5 days? I said, a bunch of podcasts. Plugging you. He said, we're not sure exactly what happened, but there was a massive cyber attack to bring down the X system with IP addresses originating, like I just said, in the Ukraine area. Probably some drunk soldier spilled a bottle of whiskey on a laptop. I don't know. But it is so goddamn maddening that they are attacking Elon Musk, who, by the way, was the left's hero the last time I checked a few years ago. He brought us the electric vehicle en masse, and they were blowing him and praising him. See how it works with the left? No moral compass, no ethics. It's a religion. They're irrational. To me, they're just like fucking Muslim fundamentalists out of their fucking gourds. No idea what they're doing. Attacking that guy, who, by the way, is doing God's work, like I said, for you and me, and the idiots who are attacking him, saving us billions. And Trump today, I just read this on the way here. Trump posted either last night or this morning that he's buying a Tesla. He was defending Elon Musk and to make a point because people are trying to boycott Tesla all over the place. Boy, they really wanted those electric vehicles and really cared about the environment, huh? So Trump, I don't know what that proves. Trump's like, well, yeah, you can afford one, Donald. Buy a couple. You know what I mean? But he's making a point. So he's basically said, fuck you and your boycotts, and we're going to keep going. By the way, when they do polls on this shit, it's about 90. I'm making the numbers up. It's literally like 90 to 10. Americans are in favor of what's being done at Doge. Let's move on to payback's a bitch, bitches. Director of National Intelligence, our new girlfriend, Tulsi Gabbard. Look at that gray, streaky stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm going to try to do that. I might get a curl, too, like that. You got to love this girl. Military, walks the walk, figured out the left was retarded. I believe she only was a lefty because she grew up in Hawaii. That fucking socialist shithole. It's nice, but, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard announced Monday she has revoked the security clearance of former top Biden administration officials, as well as the 51, remember these dicks, former intelligence officials who signed the letter calling the Hunter Biden laptop Russian disinformation. So they took away the security clearance. Why would they have it anyways? Anymore. Thank you, Colonel. Thank you very much. She also announced that former President Joe Biden is no longer receiving the president's daily brief. They said what they do instead. They send them a highlights magazine, like you get in a dentist's office for kids, and they tell him it's the brief. And then he tries to find Colonel shit in the whatever that used to be. They tell him it's the briefing, and and then they give him whatever, they give him green Jello. And Charlotte's Web, they have him read that till he passes out in his own fucking pre-chewed food. Cocksucker. Biden is no longer receiving the president's daily brief, a summary of intelligence regarding issues and events around the world, she posted. Per at POTUS, that would be Trump, directive, I have revoked security clearances and barred access to classified information for Anthony Blinken. I like how it says Anthony, because that's how Italians say Anthony. Anthony! Jake Sullivan, you remember these jerk-offs? The Brady Bunch. Lisa Monaco, Mark Zed, Norman Eisen, and Letitia. Remember Letitia, that bitch?
You fat, nasty black bitch.
Letitia James. Alvin Bragg, Customer of the Year at Popeyes, 2 years running. Fat fuck you. And Andrew Weissman, along with 51 signers of the Hunter Biden disinformation letter. The president's daily brief is no longer being provided to former Biden. You already told me that, you motherless fuck. President Donald Trump, on his first day in his second administration, signed an executive order directing the DNI to revoke the security clearances of the letter signatories. He said in the executive order that the signatories willfully weaponized the gravitas of the intelligence community. Who writes these for him? Because we know he doesn't talk like this. I'm telling you, what these cocksuckers, they hate me. I can't make them smile. Intelligence community to manipulate the political process and undermine our democratic institutions. That's all been proven. I still say, when are we going to see some perp walks? I want people coming out of the Capitol, CIA in cuffs. The ones that are still there. And they are still there, by the way. All this, if there's no consequences, it looks good, and I'm happy they're doing it. But don't you guys feel like, hey, then I'm going to go shoplift? Okay, black people. That wasn't for you, because we know you're going to do that anyways. Oh, it's a joke, everybody. You know damn well I was married to a black woman for 5 weeks. Seat 1C. I'm starting to get to know the flight attendants, because this is like taking a bus across town. Although they do rotate the crews, but I've done it enough, 2 years. I'm like, hey, Chubby, can I get a Diet Coke? And some of you flight attendants, you lazy pricks, I've already addressed this. People in first class are supposed to get a pre-takeoff drink, okay? Luckily, the last 2 flights, they did it. I had to beg one lady. But the younger ones, of course, are like, well, we were so busy. Really? I saw you standing there yapping with the other bitch as people were filing in. Were you busy? I don't like you. That's all I got to say. Let's go to some sports news. Because I love track and field, you know. I fucking watch it around the clock. That is some exciting shit. Track smack. A Virginia high school sprinter, this is classic, you probably saw it yesterday, suffered a concussion and potential skull fracture when her competitor smashed her in the back of her head with a relay baton during their race. Can you imagine?
What's this motherless fuck's name?
Probably Aisha. Brookville High School junior Kaylin Tucker was the second leg runner for the 4x200 meter relay at the VHSL Class 3 State Indoor Championship at Liberty University. Liberty University, by the way, was ranked in football last year during the first half of the season, right? Remember they were like undefeated and shit? That's insane. I couldn't believe that. I was freaking out. You guys know I ran track, right, for my senior year. One of the assistant football coaches was coaching the spring track team, and he begged me. So I said yes. And you know what I did when football was over? I played a year of JV hockey to stay in shape. Most fun I ever had in my life. I ran the 300 meter, which is a sprint 300 yards, basically. It's a killer, man. I was out drinking before the first practice on a Friday night. I'm not shitting you. I was up till 2, fucking drinking like only high school seniors could drink. And we had a Saturday morning, like 10 o'clock, practice at the field house. For the first time, I ran my 300 meters, and this is honest to God truth. I go through the finish line, I go another like 10 yards, and I cut off, and I run right into the men's room and throw up. Went right in, speeding in. Just fucking beer and hot dogs and all the shit you can get Fenway. And I was never near Fenway. Anyways, Tucker, who had earned silver in the girls' 55-meter dash earlier in the meet, was attempting to cut into a lane. She had her blinker on. Cut into lane 1 during a battle for second place in the front pack as she was rounding turn 4. Here she is explaining what happened.
Could have seen this coming.
When you get on the other side of the track, you have to cross into lane 1. You have to merge in. And as I was coming up on her, she kind of like made me like get cut off a little bit. So I backed away. And then as we got around the curve,
you got to look real hard.
Kept bumping me in my arm. And then finally when we got off the curve, I like slowly started passing her. And then that's when she just hit me with the baton and I fell off the track.
Cracks her in the head. Yeah, go ahead. Show it again.
could have seen this coming.
When you get on the other side of the track, you have
Bang,
to
right there.
cross
She
into
comes down with
lane
it.
one. You have to merge in. And as I was
You gotta.
coming up on her,
Well,
she
in
kinda
fairness to the girl, she didn't say I'm going left. I'm merging. Gets cracked in the back of the head. We had another story on this show about a year ago, if you remember. It was a black kid. Remember? In a track thing, and he punched a kid in the back of the head, a white kid who was winning the race. What is the matter with you people? And by you people, I mean track people. Very violent sport, track. By the way, the girl who did that yesterday was all over the internet crying how it was an accident. Oh, the cover-up's always worse. And Jesus Christ, we got you on tape. How about going on there and going, you know what? I'm just fucking, I don't know what I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just violent by nature.
And even trying to say it was an accident, she didn't necessarily apologize. But if it were an accident, she would have checked on her afterwards. Like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
You don't know these people. You're absolutely right. You don't fucking wax her in the back of the head. Listen, I'm all for that shit. When I played football, if you weren't paying attention, even if you weren't in the play, I'd drill you. I was borderline a filthy player, I was told. But, I made all county, so I was decent. But I enjoyed it, catching somebody sleeping. And I get flagged many times. So I'm all for this nonsense. But not that. I wouldn't slug it's a trap. Sister Christian. And yeah, the girl was all over the thing yesterday going, it was an accident. My arm just came down. Hit her in the head, and then it did it again. And then it was a cramp. I had baton elbow by the time I was done fracturing her skull. Anyhow, that made me fucking laugh. An audible gasp was heard from the crowd inside the Lynchburg, Virginia complex as Tucker detoured off the track, grabbing her head and falling to the goddamn ground like anybody would. Tucker's mother and team trainers rushed to the ailing high schooler's side. IC Norcom was disqualified from the race for the students' action, so the whole team got booted. Tucker's mom, Tamarro, not tomorrow, Tamarro. Tamarro. And I know they meant tomorrow. Just like Anthony, they meant Anthony. We know how this works. I blame it on Prince and all his phonetic shit. Prince taught kids how, he was doing text speak before anybody even knew how to text. Tucker's mom, tomorrow, the sun will come out tomorrow, says she called the sporting body who have opened up an investigation into the alleged assault. Well, I should think so. How dare you hit a lady that's not asking for it? What? And cut. Hey, folks, if you want to see me do stand-up, go to nickdip.com and click on the tour button. As you see there, April 25th, there'll be a Cohoes music hall, Cohoes, New York. It's a beautiful old theater. And then tour dates, May 15th and 16th, Zanies, Rosemont, Illinois. A killer club. I got to film some stuff there, I think, while I'm there. If you want to support the show, go to the merch page. As you see, we have baseball caps, hats, T-shirts, panties, bras, Speedos, fins, snorkel, and Nick DiPaolo Band-Aids. I like those. Anyways, grab some of that stuff at nickdip.com. You can watch full episodes of my show, Louder with Crowder, and all exclusive Rumble content. Listen to this, ad-free with one subscription. How do we do that? Just join Rumble Premium and enter promo code MUGCLUB, one word, to get $10 off an annual subscription. You'll be glad you did. I promise you that much. Especially Crowder Show. It's killer. Rumble's doing some stuff that I'm not supposed to talk about, but they're making some maneuvers and stuff, and to be even more of a power player than they are. I'll give you details if I'm involved, if this show's involved.
Hi, good night, everybody.